Yo, what's going on, man? This is your boy, Super Mario. You in the yo with your boy, man. Hey, today, man, we're going to talk a little bit about a topic, man, a freehand topic, and that is how do you balance music production with home life and stuff like that? It's something that we kind of all had to get used to during the pandemic and, try to make adjustments and stuff like that, being home 24/7 with your loved ones, with your kids, with your mama, your daddy, your cousin, your uncle, and anybody else, brothers, sisters, whatever, whatnot. And there was a lot of balance that a lot of people had to make adjustments, I could just imagine for professionals in the music industry and how they had to make adjustments as well, for as trying to do musical creative stuff at home and still try to, make sure that they're keeping up and making sure that the family is okay and stuff like that. And it was a big adjustment, I think, for everyone out there and whatnot. And, it's just one of those things where, now here we are in 2022 and we're still dealing with kind of sort of the same thing. We're starting to open up a little bit, but it kind of changed the whole angle of music production and then being at home. Because now music technology has taken off tremendously. A lot of content equipment, for as using for work or for studio use or for vlogging, YouTubing, and all that other good stuff right there has cemented itself, in the comforts of all of our homes or whatnot, for us how we utilize a camera, a microphone, an interface, a phone itself, and everything like that, man. We all had to make adjustments. But for us music producers and stuff like that, or even artists out there or whatnot, or even a mixing engineer, we all had to make adjustments for us trying to find that balance of home life and music production or music creation, period, or whatnot, man. And I just thought I might want to touch on a couple of points there, for as what you can do in order to ease that pain, because in the back of your mind you may be working on the project for about 2-3 hours straight, and everybody's, hey, what you doing, man? We down here, we doing this, we doing that. Oh man, you out of sync, man. You always up there in that room, or you always up in the studio, you always in the basement, in the attic, or in the shed, out in the backyard, doing whatever with that music stuff, man. You don't spend time with us. You act like you don't love us, whatnot, man. Sometimes that's not the case at all. So let's talk about a couple of things that can kind of help you out with trying to find that balance. All right, the first thing first that I thought that was pretty cool, that really kind of helps, and it's helping in my household, is involving your family in the music production process. Yes, indeed, and stuff like that, because that gives them a sense of what's going on, with the process, that gets them involved and really see what it takes to make a finished product from start to finish, or at least get their hands in the process to see exactly, man, how do you do that and stuff like that. So I think that's really, really important to, a family member that doesn't understand, especially a wife, a kid, and also any other person that you have to take care of on a very needy basis and stuff like that. Just to give you an example, with my wife, she actually comes up here from time to time when she has time to, and she makes beats and stuff like that. She'll sit down and she always have these ideas. And so, if we're riding or we're downstairs talking or watching TV or whatever the case may be, I may ask her, like, man, shoot, man, we may hear something on TV. Maybe it's a commercial, and I'll be like, hey, man, that right there, I remember that song. And she's like, you know what? You ought to make a beat out of that. Or she'll come out of random, I had this idea of this such and such R&B song. We need to do something to it. I'm like, okay, shoot, let's get in the studio. You know what I'm saying? So we'll cook something up a little bit or whatnot. And when she's in the studio, she's putting her input in there. So what I'm doing is kind of making her be a part of the process, or whatnot. And when she's a part of the process, she feels like she's doing her due diligence, with helping me out with my gift. I'm giving back to her for spending time with her. And she's also seeing the process of what it takes to really kind of finish a track or create a track or whatnot. And you can do the same thing with your kids. And I know my son, he's 4 years old and he's all over the place. He just want to touch everything or whatnot, you know what I'm saying? So I had to kind of calm him down and grab his hand and, you know what I'm saying, get a nice sounding VST that's going to capture his attention and just take his hand and tap on each key or let him touch the colorful pads on the push two or the Novation Launch Key keyboard. And when you put their hands on something and they can hear that sound, it's something about that hands-on experience that really, really changed the game with people understanding how music is created, because you have the experience. A lot of people don't know how the music creation is done. They only see pictures and videos and hear tall tale stories on how it's done. But when you sit in a studio and you really look at what's going on, you know what I'm saying? It's really truly a art, and people take appreciative after they experience that or whatnot. So get your family involved. They'll definitely understand where it comes from. And all of y'all could be in the studio spending time, you know what I'm saying, making tracks. All right. So my next topic is about headphones or whatnot. Now, I am recording at 11 p.m. as of right now and stuff like that. And even though my wife is still up, my son, he is asleep. I do not want that little dude to get up because he hear bum 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 and stuff like that coming from upstairs or whatnot. So, you know what I'm saying, a good pair of headphones will go a very long way or whatnot, man. Something about headphones at nighttime is really, really magical. Because you can get a nice focus factor, you know what I'm saying? You can tunnel in and really get in there and get some work done. It's not only just to isolate the sound from a family member or two or whatnot. You can really get focused, get concentrated on the work that you need to get done in order to, you know what I'm saying, get that perfect sound or that perfect take, or, you know what I'm saying, get that beat arranged out, or, you know what I'm saying, knock out those MIDI clips, or, you know what I'm saying, do that little EQ move that you need to hear, or that panning, whatever the case may be. A good pair of headphones will always do you well or whatnot. Now, it's different headphones out there, so I recommend you doing your research very, very thoroughly as far as what headphones that will work for you. For me, I use these Audio Technica ATH M50Xs. These are really, really good for making beats. And then I have a pair of Bear Dynamics DT 770 Pros over there for mixing, because they're really, really comfortable and you can wear them for a long time. And I have a pair of CB1s, this Amazon brand, but the model name is CB1s, or whatnot. I'll flash a picture up here. There it is right there. All right. Those particular headphones are really, really good too. Even though they're $75, they actually do a better job of getting the mix and the beats and the tone right, better than these Audio Technicas right here, man. So, hey, you might want to go ahead on Amazon and grab your pair or whatnot. But any good pair of headphones will do the trick right there, because what you'll do is you can turn off those speakers, save you some power, you know what I'm saying, and not annoy your neighbors, the people that's living inside there, and you can really focus in. And that's just not at nighttime. That could be at daytime when you're traveling and you just want to be in your own world. Get you a good pair of headphones, and you'll make everybody in the house happy, and a balanced, happy life as well, man. All right, cool deal. Now let's talk about you know what I'm saying, the balance of music production and home life. Okay, a lot of times you don't want to be in the studio. You know what I'm saying? You want to move around. You want to sit outside and enjoy some of the cold air or the warm air or the ridiculously humid air we have here in Houston, Texas, or whatnot. So how would you bring your studio where you're sitting at outside? Or maybe you're barbecuing and you want to be creative in the moment. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you're watching the kids play in the swimming pool, or, you know what I'm saying, you're smoking a cigar outside and you can't smoke in the house. Well, there's this thing called mobile music production apps out there. So if you have a iPhone like I have right here, or if you have a Galaxy Note 20 or Note 22 or Ultra 22, whatever the fuck the galaxies are right now, or even if you have a iPad, if you have a mobile device that can install applications on that particular device, guess what? There is some type of music creation app out there right now for both Android and also iOS operating systems for mobile devices out there. And I highly encourage you to check out your Google Play Store or your Apple Store and find a mobile music app that intrigues your fancy, you know what I'm saying, that tickles your fancy, you know what I'm saying, that kind of gets you curious. You know what I'm saying, the ones I use for iPad, of course, is Nano Studio 2. Okay, and I use that for music creation or whatnot. Of course, you got to have a couple of peripherals out there and buy a couple of apps here and there or whatnot. But they do have built-in instruments that you can just go outside with a MIDI controller, something simple like that, or you may not need one at all because it has a built-in keyboard on the app itself. So, you know what I'm saying? So you can bang out some tunes while you, wherever you at, whether you in transit to work or whatever the case may be, and you're riding public transportation. Mobile music apps really do the trick, you know what I'm saying, or whatnot when you're at home, because you can still spend family time downstairs and not being upstairs, or vice versa. If your studio is downstairs or you upstairs, or like I said, if you're in the basement, attic, out there in the outdoor shed, or wherever you at, you know what I'm saying, you can take use of mobile apps, you know what I'm saying, and you can create while still being in the ambiance and the presence of your family members or whatnot at home. Definitely look up, you know what I'm saying, a mobile music production app on your platform, whether it be iOS or Android, and see what you can discover out there, because there's some really, really good stuff, whether it's something like a little drum pad. It gets your creative juices flowing and keeps them flowing, and you really don't have to kind of like have beat block, so to speak, and it takes you out of your studio environment as well, and stuff like that. So just being in this one space the whole time, all day, every day, it can get cumbersome. So, you know what I'm saying, change up your environment, make use of mobile music apps out there. All right, another thing I thought was really, really cool that I practiced a lot during the pandemic was waking up early and stuff like that. I felt like when I woke up early, you know what I'm saying, let's say 6:30 a.m., 7 a.m. or whatnot, you brush your teeth, wash your face and stuff like that. You say a prayer to the man above or whatnot. You feel refreshed and you feel energized and you're ready to go, especially if you had a cup of coffee too, or whatnot. But you'll notice that, just do an experiment with yourself. Take 9 a.m. and create a track. And then the next day, don't do nothing in the morning, but wait until the evening and make a track at 9 p.m. and see which track is going to be appealing. Sometimes that 9 a.m. track that you create may be like, yeah, that's a vibe. Then that 9 p.m. track will be like, it's cool, it's straight. It could use a little bit, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's missing something. That may be the reason, you know what I'm saying, or whatnot. And that's because you're waking up early, you know what I'm saying? You have a fresh brain or whatnot. You see your family, you know what I'm saying? You see them wake up and stuff like that. And it's just a refreshing thing, whatever the case may be. Sometimes you may want to wake up early, let's say at 4 o'clock, and you can really get things going because you have rested your brain. When you rest your brain, you allow your brain to recharge, refresh, or whatnot. So let's say, for instance, you wake up at 4 or you wake up at 5 and you got like an hour or two to play with or whatnot. Again, your family members, they may be asleep, you know what I'm saying? And that'll give you more time during the day to spend with your family, you know what I'm saying? So if you're an at-home person, you work at home or whatever the case may be, remote worker or whatnot, wake up a couple of hours early and get a little work in, and then spend time with the family and during the daytime and balance that time wager. That's basically what I'm talking about, that time wager, you know what I'm saying? Because if you do it when you wake up early, you know what I'm saying, wake up 2 hours early, get a little work in and whatnot, you'll feel good about yourself because you felt like you was productive and you created a track. It came out pretty good probably. And you have time to take care of other things throughout the day, of course, spending with the family and other tasks that you have to do during the daytime as well, man. So take advantage of waking up. I wouldn't say do it all day, every day. Now, if you had the capacity to do so, go ahead and do it. But definitely wake up early, and you will see the difference in the results and stuff like that. And last but not least, man, let me tell you something. Do not let this music industry take consumption of yourself or whatnot. Trust me, I know. I'm a person that I allow the excitement, the excitement of the music industry, the excitement of music creation, the busyness and the bustle of the music industry itself take a little bit toll on me and my family or whatnot, and stuff like that, because I put music first and then family second. And in the result of that, and I'm gonna just keep it real with you guys or not, the result of that was, um, what I'm saying, missing out on my daughter and stuff like that, what I'm saying, but two of my daughters, or whatnot, because I put music first and stuff like that. And I was always wanting to be a studio rat or just wanting to get things or do music, period, what I'm saying? And everybody else was second or whatnot. And I had to change that mindset of, what I'm saying, understanding that balance. And it's something about being present with your family, being present with your kids and giving them the undivided attention and putting them number one and then music number two. And I know that sounds common sense or whatnot, but hey, people, this music stuff really gets addicted because it's a stigma thing. You know what I'm saying? You really feel good about creating something and stuff like that. And it's addiction. And folks, to be honest with you, it can be addiction. Don't let it be addiction or whatnot. You have to understand balance, and understand, what I'm saying, how to put in 2 hours here, spend time with the family for, let's say, 8 hours, and then put in another 3 hours at the end of the day. Hey, you got 5 hours of music in throughout that 24 or that 20-hour period or wherever, however long you stay up or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? You did a little bit in the morning, you did a little bit at night, or you did everything family during the first half of the day, and then you allocated, let's say, 3 to 4 hours at night or whatnot. Whatever you do, balance, wager your time and stuff like that, and put family number one and stuff like that, because they are the ones that see you every day. And what I'm saying, if you don't put them number one, they're gonna have a problem with you. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna let you know about yourself, like, you don't spend time with us, you're always in the studio, that's all you do. This music stuff is your life, that is your baby, that is your wife, your woman, or whatever the case may be. Whatever they telling you or whatnot, man. You want to, what I'm saying, find a balance. That's what this whole video is about, is for you to find a balance and understand, hey, what I'm saying, I'm gonna focus on, what I'm saying, you guys today, or you can even take it in days. So Monday, family time, Tuesdays and Thursdays, hey, I'm in the studio. Wednesday can be an outing day for everybody. Friday can be, I'm not doing nothing day. Saturday, half of that Saturday can be for family time and the other half can be for studio. And then Sunday, what I'm saying, you do whatever, what I'm saying, however you got to split it up, what I'm saying. Always remember, keep your family and your significant other first, what I'm saying, your kids, keep them first and whatnot. This music stuff, what I'm saying, look at it this way. Something can happen to you. You can lose all of your fingers, because most of this music stuff is dealing with our fingers. We have to turn knobs, we have to move faders, we have to play keys, we have to press on pads. If you was to lose your fingers, what will you have? You will have no music, unless you're gonna, what I'm saying, nub it up and everything like that. That'd be pretty cool. But what I'm saying, you will definitely lose out on time. And so you will go through a withdrawal. You know what I'm saying? So you have to kind of put yourself in the mindset, like, if I was to lose these, if my equipment was to mess up, what I'm saying, and, would I know how to act around my family? It's a question you got to ask yourself, what I'm saying? So keep them first, keep them happy, and then keep the music happy second, because this music stuff can come and go. You know what I'm saying? And if this is not your livelihood, if this music stuff is not really putting food on the table, it's not paying your internet bill, it's not paying your car note, it's not paying your house note, and you're just doing this as a hobby, I repeat, do not put this music first. If it's not paying not a one bill, and you think, what I'm saying, uploading tracks on BeatStars is doing something, it's not. If you think, what I'm saying, you making beats and you giving it out to a partner or two, your cousin, little Ray, old Pookie on the back block and stuff like that, and you think you're doing something, that's not it and stuff like that. This music stuff, you have to make it a career. It has to be your job. It has to put food on the table. It has to pay bills. And if it doesn't do that, it's not a first priority. Just remember that, man. Until next time, man, I thank you guys for checking out this video and listening to my topics on this right here for us, saying, just finding balance, saying, find balance. Okay. Find balance with your music production, with your home life, man. If you like this video, man, go ahead, hit the like button and hit that subscribe button as well, because you know what? You know how to work that YouTube out, man. Until next time, man, I appreciate y'all and stay tuned to the next video. Until next time, peace.